time out of your life to be on here and share your story and your message.
Sure. And I got to say, yeah, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, no
This
problem.
is really, clearly I talk a lot. I've been in sales for a long time. I can talk a lot and I can talk
Right on.
very easy. What is not good is, I don't like, talking about, I don't like, I don't say I can talk about myself, but,
Yeah.
but emotions, feelings, the pain, the heartache,
Yeah.
that's not easy for me to talk about. And so this right here, this is the most that I've ever actually talked about this, and really actually not broken down crying. I know that may sound silly, but
No.
this might be the first time. I got a little choked up for a little bit, but this may be the first time that I've actually talked this long about it and have not got so choked up that I've had to stop talking about it. Now, there are a couple things out of this that I left out only because that I know that I will get choked up
Yeah.
about, and that I will talk about a little bit more. One of those, if you scour my X on replies, you may be able to find it. It's just not something that right now.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man, thanks for having me on. I hope that you keep having people on. I think, and that's another part. I think that, I think everybody needs to talk and tell their story. I spent a lot of time being ashamed of myself because it was being claimed that that's how I should feel.
Right.
I felt ashamed for being there for a while. I felt ashamed that I put my family in jeopardy like that. That's actually the biggest one, is I felt ashamed because I shouldn't have put my family in a situation that their dad, that their provider could be taken away for potentially years. In my mind, I didn't know if I was going to be gone for a day.
Right.
I didn't know if I was be gone for 5 years. Right. Because I was reading other cases at this point that I'm like, this dude got 3 years in prison. And I'm like, I feel like I was worse. I'm like, I'm reading statement of facts. I'm like, he was in there for 3 minutes and they gave him 5 months in prison. Like, whoa,
Right.
This is insane. So that had me worried because I'm looking at so many. I'm like, man, mine's a little questionable. So again, I had so many things happen that were so lucky, starting with the 4 misdemeanors. Like I really could have been charged with 2 felonies. The civil
Right.
disorder, and the obstruction charge. And quite frankly, I had it in my mind so many times that I started questioning things that I did or didn't do. And I started questioning, did I make contact with that cop when I turned around?
Right.
Now, I don't think that I did, but
Yeah.
I thought about it so much that I started questioning and thought maybe I did,
Yeah.
And if that's the case, they're going to put me, that's like, I'm going for years. But that's how much it messes with your mind that I started questioning I literally questioned, did I assault a cop?
I hear you.
So, anyway, yeah, I'll shut up now. I do have to get going.
No, you're good. I think it should be said. I think people will appreciate it. A man with military experience talking about his emotions, that might be a very beneficial thing.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of men out there think it's not manly to talk about their feelings or ask for help.
So I'll tell you this, man, if there was any J6er out there that, I don't care what they did. I don't care what you did that day. Because I know that something was off that day, and there are people that did things that never would have ever done these things.
Right.
And you know what? Even if you are the kind of person that would do those things, I don't care. If you need to talk to somebody, find me on X, Disarm the Media, hit me up and say, whatever, call me up. I don't care. I'll talk to you. Don't go through that alone. Here's the other thing. Again, fairly polished guy. I've been in the corporate world. If you need an updated resume, if you need to talk about, I'm a very good interviewer.
Right on.
For jobs. I don't know. I may suck here doing this. I don't know.
You're good. You made it easy on me.
So I've always done really well in interviews. So I've got a lot of jobs that I've wanted. But I can help people through that too. Like, how do you explain what happened? How do you broach the subject? How do you just position? How do you sell yourself to get a job? Like, those are the things too that I want to help people.
Right.
And I don't mean a business like that stuff. Like, you need help, bro, call me up. You want to talk at midnight tonight because you need help, because you're crying, because you've got a gun to your head. Call. I don't care. I'll take your call. Let's talk about this.
You're a real dude, man. I think the world's going to appreciate you. Hopefully